It was the first light of morning. The city streets were almost empty, with only a few people scattered here and there, but Aamna's breathing was heavy, and her heart was pounding furiously. She was running, each step thudding hard against the dusty or paved ground. She glanced behind her. A black car was following her. It had no license plate, and its tinted windows concealed any view of the driver or passenger. Aamna didn't know exactly why she had been targeted, but a few days earlier, she had found something dangerous, a memory card containing damning evidence, secrets tied to one of the city's most powerful organizations. She knew that if these secrets were ever revealed, her life would be in danger. But she hadn't stayed silent, nor had she frozen in fear. She had chosen to run. The car sped up. Aamna could feel it getting closer, but she tapped into her inner strength. She could have stopped, she could have given up, but she didn't. She knew that if she stopped, everything would be over. She darted into a narrow alley to the right, a dimly lit, shadow-filled passage that might offer cover. As soon as she entered the alley, she spotted a motorcycle with a young man standing nearby. Without thinking twice, she called out, "Brother, please help me." The young man turned in surprise. Aamna quickly reached into her pocket and pulled out the memory card, holding it out to him. "Take this. You must get it to a safe place immediately. I'll explain everything later. Just help me escape this car." The young man hesitated only for a moment. Then he started the motorcycle. Aamna tried to jump on the back, but the car was now dangerously close and screeched to a halt just feet away. In her rush, she stumbled and fell, scraping her knees, blood trickling down her leg, but she didn't let the pain slow her down. She got up and jumped onto the bike just as the young man sped off. They exited the alley and raced across a busy market, weaving through early morning vendors and sleepy onlookers. Then they turned into a quieter street. The boy slowed down slightly. "Where to?" he asked. Aamna pointed. "Near the old power station. There's a small rooftop there. It's hidden. No one knows about it." The place was obscure, one of those forgotten rooftops in a half-abandoned building. When they arrived, Aamna got off, shaky and weak. She mumbled her thanks, but almost fainted. The young man helped her inside. After a few minutes, she regained consciousness and handed him back the memory card. "These secrets are dangerous," she said, her voice hoarse. "If this reaches the public, it will expose illegal operations, corruption, and alliances with terrorists. But they want to bury all of it, and they want me dead." The boy's eyes widened. "So what do we do? Fight back?" "No," she replied. "We have to be smarter. We must send this card to a trusted news outlet or a legal authority, someone who can take it public. But we need time." Night fell. Every second was tense. The boy checked his phone, but it had been hacked. Making any call was risky. Then they heard it again, the sound of that same car. It was back. Aamna heard someone speaking outside, probably coordinating with a driver or tracker. They quickly hid in the corner of a rooftop. The car stopped below, but they were concealed by the shadows. Aamna handed her necklace to the boy, a decoy, then motioned for him to move with her to the opposite side. They silently crept away and reached the edge of the rooftop. With no other choice, they decided to jump. The boy went first, landing hard but safely. Aamna followed, her legs shaking, but she made it down. They didn't stop. The sound of honking and smashing glass rang behind them. They kept running. Eventually, they ducked into an empty warehouse, locked the doors behind them, and crouched in silence. Aamna was in pain, her leg throbbing, but she nodded at the boy, who still had the memory card securely in his pocket. After a short rest, they exited through a back door and moved toward a more isolated part of the city. The boy asked, "Who can we trust?" Aamna took a deep breath. "Only those who have always stood for the truth. But we have to prove ourselves." At dawn, they reached the office of a journalist Aamna believed was trustworthy. She handed him the card. The journalist's expression turned serious. He promised to take it public, but only through secure methods. He would use a vacuum server to protect their identities. With their task complete, Aamna and the boy faded back into the crowd of the city, anonymous once more. Days passed. Then the news broke. The scandal went public. The files revealed widespread corruption, links to terror networks, and illegal funds flowing through public systems. Protests erupted. The corrupt officials were arrested, but no one knew who had exposed them. Aamna and the boy watched it all unfold in silence. "I never wanted fame," Aamna told the journalist quietly later, "only for the truth to come out." "You succeeded," the boy said, his voice full of quiet pride. The story ends with Aamna standing by a window, looking out at the city lights. There's calm in her eyes, even though she knows the danger isn't fully over. But she had proven one thing. The truth, once released, is more powerful than the darkness that tried to bury it. She takes a deep breath, smiles softly. Don't run. Face the truth. Be brave.